All right, my next guest tonight is the evening news anchor at KOLD 13 News in Tucson, Arizona. Her station received the ransom note through an email that the FBI is now seriously investigating. Mary Coleman, it's great to have you here. So this was emailed, like, was it to a tip line, or was it addressed to anybody in particular?
Yeah, so our newsroom has just that, a tip line that anyone can send any email to, and that's how we received it. And something important to note, because I know a lot of people were saying, oh, how easy it should be to be able to trace it from an email address. Well, the way our system works is it can be submitted anonymously. So, and there's a reason for that. We want people to be comfortable, submitting any news tips for any stories in the Tucson area. And in this case, that's exactly what happened. It was submitted anonymously, and we gave everything over to Pima County Sheriff's Department to try and figure out where exactly this came from.
Did you actually read the entire note?
I did.
The FBI confirmed that there was a deadline of 5 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. What did the note threaten if payment wasn't made?
I can't speak to that. I will say that, there obviously, it's a consequential letter. There are things that they say will happen if these deadlines aren't met. And I have been refreshing my email constantly over the last 41 minutes to see if we get anything new from them. Because again, as they said, that first deadline was at 5, and then we have another one coming up in a couple of days. So our eyes are on our email to see if we get anything new, as are, I'm sure, some of the other newsrooms that received that letter as well.
How long was the note?
Not very long, Elizabeth, just a couple of sentences, I would say, a short paragraph, but enough in there to alarm someone who is reading it, I would say, especially obviously with the circumstances. And now knowing and seeing that Pima County Sheriff's Department confirmed that the blood on the doorstep that you all just showed was indeed that of Nancy Guthrie.
Did you know, as soon as you read it, did you think this is for real?
Initially, I would say the first couple of sentences, not necessarily. It could have gone either way, but the more we read and the more detail was given, including the amount and, again, those deadlines, that's what was really crucial. And as well as some of those details that the FBI revealed were in there, including, the Apple Watch and things like that, that others wouldn't know. That's when we,
Was there anything beside the Apple Watch and the floodlights? Because as you may know, if you've been listening in, our Brian Enton asked about this, and the FBI admitted they weren't sure when. First of all, do you remember exactly when the note came in?
We received the note Monday evening. That's when our newsroom received that note.
Monday night, Arizona time, you got the note.
Yes.
We need to check other sources. I know that around that time, there were also reports beginning to emerge that she was wearing an Apple Watch that had been disconnected. And also, anybody who was looking at sort of video that all the news networks were taking of Nancy Guthrie's home might have seen that there was a floodlight. In other words, are those the only two details, or was there more?
There were some additional details included in there, and we're going to wait to see if law enforcement decides to release that information. Frankly, we weren't sure that they were even going to release what they did today, so that's why we're speaking freely about it. We don't want to be compromising this investigation at all. Of course, the main concern is getting Nancy home, and we want to do what we can to help ensure that she gets home safely.
Was there any, we just watched a video that just came out a few minutes ago from Cameron Guthrie, and that came after the video 23 hours ago from Savannah and Guthrie speaking mostly. Her sister Annie said a few words, and Cameron was there as well. But in both the videos, last night's and tonight's, they make a direct plea, tell us how to communicate with you. Was there any communication protocol in the ransom note that you read?
Nothing whatsoever, and I think that's why they're, going so heavily in this direction to try and plead to anyone to get in contact with them so that they can, again, get that proof of life, but just establish that line of communication, because there isn't that right now between anyone. And you know, if these deadlines that they've been given are accurate, then I mean, time is of the essence, and they want their mother home safely.
And I'm assuming they made a demand for money or bitcoins. TMZ reported it was bitcoins, millions of dollars in bitcoins, to be deposited in a certain account.
Yeah, I can't share the information as far as how much or where they wanted that to be placed, but I can say, because today the FBI did confirm it was Bitcoin, our letter as well was a request for Bitcoin.
All right, Mary Coleman from the great Tucson station KOLD 13. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.